Hello, and thank you for listening. I am your host, Teresa Gomez, and you are listening to The Views, Channelview Independent School District's official podcast. Today, I have invited some special guests that will be discussing the addition of the Channelview ISD Literacy Bus, the importance of literacy, and what Channelview ISD is doing to promote it across our district. But with any further ado, let's welcome Assistant Superintendent of Teaching and Learning, Mrs. LeKeisha LeBlanc.
Hello, Mrs. Gomez. Thank you so much for featuring the Literacy Bus on this month's podcast.
Welcome to The Views, Ms. LeBlanc, and thank you for accepting my invitation to be part of this month's podcast. I know many of y'all have heard of the Literacy Bus. This Literacy Bus was born out of the collaboration between LyondellBasell and Channelview ISD. Many of us had the opportunity to actually witness the ribbon cutting this month, and for those that were not able to attend it, we were actually able to air it on Facebook or have it Facebook Live for y'all to witness everything that our district is doing to promote literacy. I would like to start by asking Ms. LeBlanc, what exactly is the Channelview ISD Literacy Bus initiative?
Great, thank you. So the Channelview ISD Literacy Bus is a collaborative project with LyondellBasell, and we want this mobile educational unit to promote literacy and provide access to books and educational resources throughout the Channelview community.
Thank you, Ms. LeBlanc. I am very excited that our students, but most importantly, our community will be able to take advantage of this mobile learning initiative. I am also sure that students, parents, and all of our community members are ready to see this bus, in the streets. So my next question to you now is, can you please tell me when we will be able to see this bus in our community?
Great. So the first tour of the Literacy Bus will start in March of 2024. We're planning events to promote the tour on campuses and throughout the community to ensure everyone is aware of the wonderful opportunity we have for our students.
Thank you. So you heard it here on The Views. The Literacy Bus Initiative will begin its positive impact in our community starting in March of this year. I know many people played a vital role in bringing this vision into a reality. And this brings me to my next guest, Mrs. Darcy Blackstock. She is the Administrative Assistant of Superintendent Dr. Tori C. Hill. Welcome to The Views, Ms. Darcy.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
I know you play a vital role in realizing the vision of the Channelview ISD Literacy Bus. And I know it was probably not that easy, but can you please elaborate a little bit more on how you secure the funds for this project?
Sure. Back at the time when I was still the executive director of the Education Foundation, it was not uncommon for our sponsors and donors to call and kind of talk about ways that they could sponsor certain events and activities and things throughout the district. Well, LyondellBasell, they are an annual contributor, and again, they made that call to talk about the things that they would like to see their money go towards.
Okay.
And in that discussion with Miss Alex Angelina, I had the opportunity after some discussion, and I said, well, I have something else I could throw out there. I saw an opportunity, jumped through, and said, okay, let's see what, all they can do is say no. And so I asked her about an opportunity to sponsor a literacy bus. And I told her that we had already secured the actual bus, but then we just needed someone to pay for the wrapping, the construction of it to make it a usable literacy bus, mobile library. And so her response was very positive, and she explained that LyondellBasell had previously been involved in a similar project, so she was very familiar with it. So then we provided the estimated cost and things, and Miss Angelina presented the idea to the corporate office. And within a week, we were excited to receive a phone call from her informing us that LyondellBasell would provide funding for the literacy bus.
That is
so
great.
It was a great moment.
Yes, that is great. And I'm very thankful that you actually presented that project to Miss Angelina.
My pleasure.
I know our students and staff appreciate all of your hard work. Thank you once again. And now that actually you have officially announced your retirement and this new chapter in your life will begin in a few months, how do you feel to leave your imprint on this district with this initiative?
I think it's a great opportunity for students, and serving in the district in the capacity that I have for the last 28 years, that's our role, is to be a helper, to be an assistant, to help do the things that we can do, and to know that
Thank
there's
you.
an opportunity for kids to have literature at their fingertips
Yes.
is an awesome legacy to be a part of.
Yes, I am pretty sure when you see that bus rolling for the first time, it's going to be super, super exciting for you.
Yes.
And I can tell you that our parents and our whole entire community, we're very grateful to have you. And thank you for everything you do for our district. And with that being said, I want to thank you for making time out of your busy schedule to be here. And I can tell you that your hard work and dedication, it has been very instrumental in turning this vision into a reality. And we are thrilled that you're going to embark on this new journey. And we wish you the best, Ms. Darcy. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. It's been my pleasure to be here.
As you heard, her dedication has been instrumental in turning this vision into a reality. And we are thrilled to begin on the exciting journey of promoting literacy in our community. Best wishes, Ms. Darcy, as you embark on this well-deserved chapter of retirement. And now, I would like to ask Ms. LeBlanc, what are some of the goals and objectives of the Literacy Bus?
Sure. So we have 6 goals for the Channelview ISD Literacy Bus. The first goal is promoting reading. It is our desire to encourage a love for reading and fostering a reading culture within the community by providing access to books and reading materials. Our second goal is improving literacy by supporting children from birth to 12th grade and developing and enhancing their literacy skills, including reading, writing, comprehension, and critical thinking. Our next goal is increasing access to books. We are providing access to books and educational resources for our students who may not have easy access to public libraries or to bookstores due to geographic, economic, or other barriers. Another goal is engaging children in learning. We are offering engaging and interactive literacy activities and programs designed to capture the interest of children and motivate them to explore
Great.
the books and develop their literacy skills. So we're really excited about that. Another goal is promoting multilingual literacy. We will celebrate the diversity within our community by promoting and offering books and resources in multiple languages spoken within our community. And last but not least, fostering a sense of community. So the Literacy Bus is a welcoming and inclusive space where community members will come together. They'll feel empowered to explore, learn, and connect with one another through literacy-related activities and events.
Thank you, Mrs. LeBlanc, for sharing with us these 6 goals that gives us a better understanding of what the Literacy Bus's purpose is. I am actually very excited to hear that our families will take advantage of all of these resources in their native language as well. And one of the key, I guess, components in here is that now our families will not have to go to the library. The library will actually come to them so they could take advantage of all of these great resources that y'all have in the bus.
The Literacy Bus will serve as more than just a mobile library. It's actually a community hub that will foster connections and promote a love for learning and reading amongst residents of all ages. In addition to providing access to books and educational materials, the bus will actually host storytelling sessions, author visits, book clubs, and literacy workshops that bring people together and celebrate the joy of reading. In addition to community engagement, accessibility and outreach is very important. The bus will travel to schools, community centers, parks, and other locations where people gather, ensuring that literacy resources are available to everyone, regardless of their location or socioeconomic status.
Great. That's great information. And thank you for sharing once again all this valuable information that our parents have been asking on social media. And we have been getting emails in regards to all this great information that we're sharing with them. But now, with any further ado, let's introduce our guest, Mrs. Dee Doyle, our Early Literacy Coordinator. Welcome to the Views.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, thank you for being here and for everything you do to continuously promote literacy across our district. And now, let's jump into some of the questions some of our parents have or we have been receiving through social media. I know one parent had asked if students are required to show an ID or to be CISD students to enter the bus.
I can. So students do not need an ID. The purpose of the book is from early childhood all the way to 12th grade. So we know those students that aren't even in school will be able to get on the bus and get a book. They won't need to have an ID. They just need to have a love for reading and interested in selecting books that captivate their curiosity.
Thank you for clarifying that, Mrs. Doyle. Now, we also had parents that wanted to know if the students can take the books home free of charge, and actually, how many books can they take?
Yes, all of the books are free. So students will be able to get on the bus and they'll be able to take 2 books to add to their home libraries.
Thank you for sharing this valuable information with us. And students, this is a great opportunity to build or add more books to your home library. And like Ms. LeBlanc said, stay tuned on our social media platforms and our website, as we will be releasing more information on about the routes and all the great information we need about this literacy bus. Now, how about if we take our listeners behind the scenes to explore how the literacy bus operates? And I would like to ask Ms. LeBlanc, would you be able to describe for us how the inside of the literacy bus looks like?
Great, Ms. Gomez. Yes. So the literacy bus is 75 feet of literacy immersion. Upon entering the literacy bus, students will be greeted by a warm and welcoming interior designed to resemble kind of like a cozy library or learning space. The interior is divided into different sections and each dedicated to literacy activities. So the literacy bus features a book section, technology station, interactive learning section, and a cozy reading lounge. We wanted the literacy bus to be more than just book storage. We wanted it to be an inviting atmosphere for our students to engage in reading.
Thank you, Ms. LeBlanc, for taking us into this imaginary tour. I know a few of our students had the opportunity to be at the ribbon cutting ceremony, and I was able to witness firsthand their faces, how they were lining up, as soon as they saw the all the different stations. But I think one of the most popular ones was the cozy reading lounge, and I can tell you that they were really enjoying those cozy seats. And thank you to everyone who brought this vision into a reality. And I can tell you that our students are really going to enjoy this bus, and I can't wait to see the impact that it's going to cause in our community. But with that being said, and now I would like to talk or maybe highlight other literacy initiatives within the school district and how they are complementing the efforts of the literacy bus.
Well, some of our other initiatives, one is like the Literacy Task Force. This is comprised of a group of district and community members that assist in initiatives, one being the Literacy Bus, that foster the love for reading. So they help us in making decisions on what would be best as we move forward in initiatives.
Great.
Another thing we have is Channel View Reads. And so it's a one-stop shop for our parents. So as our students are getting on the bus and getting the books, parents can come to this Channel View Reads to give them tools to help in their students building that capacity in reading. Another thing we have is Read and Rise. All of our elementary campuses have facilitators that help with a group of parents in giving them tools that parents can use to reinforce what their students are learning in the classroom. So it's been a great success. Parents have loved it. Another initiative we have are the little libraries. And so if you go around the district in front of every school, in front of our administration building, you'll notice the little libraries, and that's where students can also come and get a book. If they have books that they want to give back to the library, they can do that. And so that's always available to them. We restock them a few times throughout the year. And then one thing that parents can ask their students about soon is all of our libraries have had a library space lift refresh. So students will be able to go to their school libraries and notice that it is not only cosmetically changed, but it also has new books. And so they'll be able to check out new books there as well.
Yes, I recently had the opportunity to visit Hamblin Elementary's library. And yes, I was actually very surprised to see that those murals that we had for so many years were gone. And then now it has a very nice color, coat of paint, and all new selection of books. So yes, I was very impressed to see the new seating as well. So yes, they have been doing an amazing job on remodeling a lot of our libraries. But before we finish this episode, I would like to ask y'all if y'all can give me an advice for our Channelview ISD parents to take advantage on how they can take advantage of the new CISD literacy bus.
Sure, absolutely. We ask parents to please stay tuned to the Channelview ISD website. In addition to Facebook and Twitter, we will be promoting all of our stops in the very near future. As mentioned
Perfect.
before, we have our first outing that will be scheduled right before spring break. So again, stay tuned to social media and the district website for all of our stops and special announcements regarding the Channelview ISD literacy bus.
And now, I would like to thank Mrs. LeBlanc, Mrs. Blackstock, and Mrs. Doyle for making this podcast episode possible. And a very, very special shout out to Landell Bazell for partnering up with Channelview ISD and giving our parents another platform to get involved in their children's education. Our first ever literacy bus will be a very powerful tool that encourages a culture of reading in our community. That's a wrap for this episode. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to share this podcast with your family and friends. And you can also find us on Spotify. Hope you can join me next month as I will be bringing you and our community a closer look at what is happening in Channelview ISD.